All right, so try to remember the draft. How did this go?
Okay. Okay, I think Raynor was first pick. I remember.
Okay.
He was trying to do this basic combo that everyone knows. There's Jaina Raynor, such a classic. So I
This is a pretty
think,
good combo.
yeah, it's easy, good, and effective, as long as you don't have Anna in the enemy team.
Correct.
So I think the first two drafts were Raynor and Jaina. Then he drafted for Rexar. He thinks that I cannot tell because soul learning isn't his problem and I just saving people. So I
hmm
really few times I'm paying attention to the Simon style of playing, so I cannot tell if he's good or not.
hmm
But he thinks and he believes the Simon is really good with Rexar and he wanna get use of it.
hmm
So something that I think about that he is thinking too much in the composition about the composition itself and not what is required for the map.
Correct.
So
Yeah, Rexar is a kind of a tough one on this map. The only use you'll really get here is to be able to solo the boss when
mm,
you're distracting the enemy team.
hmm
But overall, this is one of his best maps, but he still fits in compositions pretty well in general to follow with stuns and all that, which is
yeah,
what your Drainer and Jaina have. So Rexar isn't really bad here in the sense. There could be better solos here, but overall, in the map where he can solo a boss, and then you guys drafted Jaina Raynor, he's good here. He can follow with all that, and I'm Ganis as well.
yeah. So he went Morganis, I think for more specific car control or something like that. And I just got
Mhm.
Anna because I asked him first, like, what do you want me to take? And me like, I'm not shooting here. Just take what you think is best. And me like, okay, you're just gonna be close. I don't want to be close to Valorant. That's it. I'm just getting Anna.
Yeah.
that
Morganis is definitely one of the best tanks in the game, so Morganis is a really good pick here, especially into your team, a Shannon and Larak. There's like heroes you want to interrupt. Murden can't punish that as much as any other tank, as Murden really lacks CC, so his only stun is his Q, where Morganis has two forms of CC, his Q and his sleep. So
yeah,
Morganis is a really good pick here into their team.
yeah. I was completely fine with it because he can also interrupt the Chen trade all the time. And it was
hmm
fine for me. Actually, one of the reasons that I also took Anna was because we all know that James dive. He's just gonna care about anyone. He's just gonna dive the backline and slap everybody with his ball. So
Right.
I thought it's like, okay, I just gotta save my dart for that dude,
So did they tell you to draft Anna, or did you want
No,
to do
he didn't exactly know when me to go. He just let me
that?
talk what I
Okay.
thought it was best.
Because let me tell you, Anna here is probably the best healer for your team
Yeah, I
in
thought
this
her
situation.
thinking more in my own survival because, like I said, there is a team that I haven't played as much. I basically don't trust it that much. So it's you when you're a
Right.
healer and you don't trust anything. It's like this guy's gonna let me die. so
All right.
so
So let me
that's
tell you why Anna is pretty good on this situation. First of all, Mal'Ganis, he's gonna dive in deep. You're gonna need range to heal him. Anna is probably the perfect choice to pair with
mm,
Mal'Ganis.
yeah.
He might miss your shots here and there. It's gonna happen. But Anna Morgana is one of the best combos in my opinion because you can keep him up. It's good.
Yeah, it's something that's how the problem in the Magan is usually when they fight because of his spell bomb. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
They like to like go so deep. So I think it's like if he even gets out of my range of my D, I can still use my snipe that my heroic just to still keep it up. So I was like, I
Right.
kind of have that in mind too, and I don't think the Rexar with Misha will dive as deep as him. So
Mhm.
that was thinking like, oh, this man gonna be in the front alone. So I don't know what you think about nano boost, but I'm the kind of person that I like the 70% of the time I take the snipe. I think it's
Yeah.
so good.
I agree the snipe is good, but if you play in a coordinated setting, Nanooboost is probably better. Especially if you trust your carry enough for him.
Right, that's the thing.
But it's it's a matter of fact of if the target you nano knows how to use nano.
yeah,
For example, here you would actually think you'd nano the Jaina, right?
yeah, but I would not like
And
Malganis or something like that.
exactly. And in this situation, I feel like you nano Ganis because first of all, you want to stun them out. Their team comp requires them to pretty much use abilities and not really auto attack as much.
Mm-hmm.
So Morganis will interrupt that. And when Morganis interrupts abilities, then your team is able to engage into that. So a Nano Morganis can just keep stunning and sleeping, which lets your team just pretty much go in there and kill them, which is
Right.
nice. As opposed to Jaina, you will boost her damage, but the enemy team won't be CC'd as much, which is what the main focus of this comp,
Right.
in my opinion,
And
is.
also Jaina
You
has
want
still have a
Sid.
lot of cooldowns too, like big cooldowns. You can nano
Hmm.
her and you can like reduce like what 4 seconds, but she's gonna steal like six
Yeah,
seconds of the whole nano boost, and she will do anything.
yeah, it's
So
still good. I'm just probably saying that the Morganis is the better option, in my opinion.
yeah, and actually I have a joke about that. When you're like playing alone and you get Ana, and the people start complaining like, "Oh, you didn't go nano. You should nano boost me."
Yeah.
Like something like a Jaina would tell you, and now
Oh
I
yeah,
usually say
definitely.
I don't nano strangers.
That's good. I does have its value, and preferably, I actually like taking I myself too more than Nano Boost, especially in Storm League, because first of all, I saves a lot of people. It saves people from dying quite frequently, and it also finish kills off. Say that your team were in a team fight and they couldn't finish off the kills, well, you just I and then you finish them off yourself, which is
Yeah.
really nice. Anyways, going back to why Ana was picked here and why it's a good choice. It pairs really well with your team, especially your Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis is definitely a good pair of Ana because you can just keep him up while he's diving in there. Second reason why is if we look at the enemy comp. They have a Anorak which will punish you if you play mostly any healer, such as a Stukov or a Brightwing and any of
Mm.
that. If you try to face check him, he
Oh hell
will punish
no.
you for that.
Yeah. I was
100%.
Yeah, oh hell no, when I play Browin having Den and Alarak, he's just gonna pull his boat and
Mhm.
kill us with
And
a Q,
uh-huh.
yeah.
So, and the Endoin as well, to be able to grenade all those healing, because it's easy to grenade and see when he's gonna press his W. You can
Mm-hmm.
see the thing float around, and you grenade it, and when it
You
comes
get the
back,
timing, then you drop the grenade, and then it makes you pause when it
exactly.
comes out,
Now,
yeah.
the only counter that you're getting countered here by Chen and Murden. If they dive you, you're pretty much dead. I don't even think Morganis can save you.
Yeah.
That's the only dangerous thing. So the way you position yourself here is you need to be between your Mal'Ganis and kind of have Rexer be around you too and be around your assassins so that they can peel for you. You don't want to be way in the back so your assassins or your tank can't even get to you at all. So the
Right.
positioning here is very important. Chen and Murden will come after you if they're good enough to do that. And the Falsa will probably flank you as well.
Mm.
You are trying to get away from the Alarak, but you got to keep a distance where you're around your teammates, where you're not close to the Alarak, and you're not too far away from your team,
Mm-hmm.
so you don't get absolutely ganked by the tanks and the Falsa. All
Right.
right. Anyways.
Right, I actually don't remember which build I did.
Mhm.
If I'm not wrong, what I could recommend to myself in this situation or is go
Mhm.
the sleep dart so I can sleep them both
I
if they're like jump on
I
me and just
will.
run,
I'll recommend you the
or the basic attacks. I don't remember what I got.
Mhm. I'll recommend you the build that I always run of Ana, in my opinion, which is pretty. You guys end up splitting up, which is
Mm-hmm.
pretty good. Um, the enemy team, yeah, you want to avoid Alarak from stacking. You don't really have any stacks yourself aside from Gina with a glove, so she's gonna try to get that down there. The Organis probably took a really bad level one here. Um, Yeah, Vampiric Aura probably not really the best with a Jaina or a Nana or a Rexar.
Oh, probably he
Um,
might be doing it for Raynor. I don't know.
mhm. Even for Rainer, the thing about Gan is you want to be in there. You want to do damage and peel yourself as a Mal'Ganis. So you actually want to take Wingard, and Wingard gives you a big block charge, which pretty much prevents an auto attack from even hitting you, which is really, really good. That talent has been proven to be one of the best talents for Mal'Ganis. And usually Wingard is what's taken, even if you're playing against a bit of mages. And if you're playing against mages, then you want to take the purple one, which I forgot what it's called. I think it's called Time to Feed.
Is the one that gives you
Um
armor? I don't know. I honestly have
and
no idea about tanks. That's the role that let's
yeah,
play.
yeah, and then yeah, and then that's that one just lets you heal anything you hit. But yeah, I definitely think Wingard or Time to Feed is probably better than Vampiric Aura 90% of the time. Anyways, yeah. Let's go back to your game.
So we're just in the center,
Yeah,
just like the cardboard video when you
mhm.
just roam around in the middle of the lane.
Yeah, yeah. As usual, I'm gonna be focusing more on you though, for sure. You know the camp timing on this map?
They count in timing.
The camp timing,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
1 minute.
1 minute, exactly. And you want to send a Rainer and you yourself to do that camp exactly in 1 minute.
Mhm. I think that's what we did.
Mhm.
And during that time, I was
Okay.
just trying to do something by using my heels to
This
look in the
rotation
bushes and
here,
stuff.
this rotation here is really gonna do nothing. You're not gonna kill a Chen with the heroes that you have. It's kind of hard to do that, especially with the Chen is shown by his gates. That rotation really isn't going to do much, and what's going to happen is you're going to miss a few soak if your teammates stay there. So that rotation, probably best to not do it.
Yeah, I actually think I stay it. I don't remember.
No, you went with them, you're going to miss quite a few soak because of that. Okay, you did stay
Oh
maybe.
yeah, this
Okay,
day.
but here's the thing, it is very dangerous to keep the support in the middle by herself like that.
Yeah, I know.
Considering ganking a Chen, it is almost next to impossible. Only if the Chen plays it really poor, then yeah,
Yeah,
he will die. But that's just a gamble you don't even want to take.
yeah, I see.
You want to keep
You with
your
basically your
teammate.
time wouldn't be worth.
Mhm. So you basically want to keep your teammates here, so you're ready to go to the camp exactly in 1 minute. Here, your Mal'Ganis needs to be right in the middle lane with your Rainer, and you and Rainer, you guys need to be walking to that camp right now immediately.
Yeah, 5 seconds content. Yeah.
There you go. And then
Actually, the
right
enemy team
now,
did it.
hmm you and Rainer should have started at camp right now. Morgana should have been starting soaking that. Okay, so you guys do it a little bit late. And the reason why you want to start in 1 minute because you want to get that camp again before during the objective is going.
Right. Well, it's talent to level 7.
hmm Yeah, ganking a Chin probably will never really do anything for you. You'll not get him. Unfortunately, your Jane has to put to bed and die today, Alric, which is unlucky. And here's the reason why you also try to get the camp early. Since that Jaina died, you yourself can even rotate down there to catch that soak by the
Right.
gate while Rainer finishes the camp. Unless it's being invaded on. But you see them on the map, so you don't think that's gonna happen. So since Jaina
Right.
died, that camp already should have been finished. You could have gone and then caught that soak.
Yeah, it is true. But I was also thinking that the time will take me to get there. It will be almost the same time that will take China to get there.
hmm No, well, she just died, so even catching a bit of soak in the early game is pretty nice.
Right.
But I'm saying that this camp should have been finished. So when she died, you could have already been like halfway there and
Right.
caught a little bit of
If we
soak.
actually were doing the cam where
hmm
earlier, even if she
Yeah.
get that mistake or
Ba-
getting killed by Alaric, it
ba-
would be fine, because you can just
yeah.
get the soak and nothing really bad will happen.
Yeah. Basically, the whole rotation to gang the chin is just not optimal. That was pretty much it. All right. So you guys do the camp here. Something that's really good to do is if the enemy team captures their camp first, it's really good to hold the camp, right? Until the enemy camp gets like around the bridge, like
What?
somewhere around here.
How do you hold it?
You just wait. You just wait for you to cap it. You
Oh, I
wait for the
see.
enemy camp to come over here near the bridge, right?
Mhm.
And then you cap the camp. That way your camp will be fighting almost near your gate. That way, the camp is attacking your camp while your towers are also shooting their camp at the
Oh
same
yeah,
time.
yeah. I remember. I remember. This I forgot his name. I'm so bad to remember names. This other guy that is staying main. He's saying
Yeah,
hi.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot
I
him.
play with them a lot.
Yeah, I remember when my husband was getting the coaching with him for tank.
hmm
He mentioned that to him that you when you know that you're in a situation like this, there's obviously the boy gonna do the camp at the same time. He said to try to delay the cap to wait there
Yes.
camp to get cap first because that way it will push the lane and it will happen that you just explained to me.
hmm Yeah. That way it'll clear their camp faster, and then you'll be able to push wave your camp for free. Since the towers are also shooting their camp while your camp is also attacking, and at the same time, it'd be faster clear for you. So holding it is really good too. And in this case, since we're gonna clash in the middle, you guys probably won't get much value out of it, and in either team. But since the enemy team is clearing it out first, then they will get more value out of it. So that's something that's important. Don't not rotate bottom when the enemy has a camp in the middle. You want to brawl it out and duke it out to try to clear their camp first. And the most important thing is you want to clear the camp first, not kill the heroes. Clear the camp first. If
Right.
the opportunity comes up and some tank catches out a hero, then yeah, focus the hero. But mostly priority will always be clearing the camp. That way you don't get pushed onto your towers.
Right.
So yeah, the rotation bottom, that wasn't necessary. You guys are trying to create some ganks, which are very hard to get. Falstad can just E out. Chen is Chen. He
That's what he
just
actually
doesn't
did.
die. So ganking these heroes aren't really good. The mid lane is always going to be a stack of the tank, the DPS, and the healer, right?
Mm.
And you want to keep them there unless you see something that's very gankable. They can't escape. That's not a Chen or a Falstad. But here, the enemy team is going to clear a camp, and so your camp doesn't do anything here now because you capped it
Yeah.
very late, and then the enemy team is clearing because you're not there to support it.
Right.
So that camp is gone.
Yeah, I think what should happen is the Jaina should rotate to mid and Rainer or Gamaganes stayed in the bottom so that Jaina with the Ares could clear the actual camp.
The best scenario here would have been you, Rainer, and Morganas just stay middle and then clear the camp out. That would have been the best scenario. But now the enemy team has pressure and the advantage to be able to push you. So what do they have here? They now have kill pressure, right? Since they have a camp out, they're able to walk up to you guys and even attempt to kill you now because they have the camp pressure.
Right. And the minions.
See all this damage Morganas is taking? That's not necessary for him to take. If you would have cleared out that camp a lot earlier, this wouldn't have happened. It could have been a death here if he overstayed and did the wrong play.
Yeah, that was a panic sleep there because I thought he would do the combo on him because he got rooted.
But you go debilitating guard.
What?
You go debilitating guard at level 4?
Yeah.
Okay. I love that talent. It's probably my favorite Ana talent in the game.
It's like a second sleep dart that doesn't sleep.
I
mean,
absolutely
it
love
shoots
that
down. It's something that people almost don't play because
Mhm.
it's pretty hard to hit. I think it's even thinner than the actual sleep
Well, let me
dart.
tell you, that dart, really, really good players take that talent because everything's normal here so far. You guys are just soaking. The reason why they are out soaking you is first of all the Jaina dust, and then the rotation you guys made to gank because you guys missed a lot of soak. There's a reason why
Yeah,
you guys are
the
behind
dead
soak.
and the soak is the difference of the experience bar they got ahead.
Exactly. Again, you guys are trying to gank a Chen. That's never gonna happen.
Yeah, Gola was so try hard. Let's gank it, this guy. I'm like, okay, dude, just
Look
gonna
at middle. You guys are gonna lose some soak on middle. See, that's 1 globe, 2 globes, possibly 3. You're gonna try to get it, but it's dangerous for you to do that. Wait, that's not you. That's Rainer. It's still
That's
dangerous for
Rainer.
Rainer to do that. See, like the murder is gonna
Yeah,
be soak, and
he
that's why
actually,
you
I
guys
think
are
he
gonna get
denied it.
behind.
Yeah.
So you guys lost quite a few soak there, and that honestly is gonna accumulate a lot because you guys are missing soak here and there often, and this is why they have a higher level bar than you do. Again, the camp should have been started as soon as it was up. You and Rainer have Morgana soak in the middle, have the Rexar soak up top, and leave the Jaina on bottom. As soon as the camp was started, as soon as the camp came up, you guys wanted to do that. But since you did it late the other time, it was hard for you guys. It's going to be hard for you guys to defend your objective because of that reason. Since they're probably going to try to engage in it first.
What if you try to the first cap delayed it? It wouldn't create the same problem.
Yeah. If it would have, but your camp would have been able to push quite a lot. Like, let's say this wall, and probably that's even worth it at most times. Mainly what you want to do in that situation, if you delayed it, is you want your Morganas to keep soaking on middle or your tank, and then have your tank patrol around your objective and around the middle lane to keep getting the soak. If you see the enemy go for the objective, you let the tank back out and you finish the objective yourself or the camp I meant, and then you guys go as a team to try to stop it. Or you can leave the camp out completely if the entire team decides to go for the objective, and then you guys can 5v5 on your objective if the enemy team decides to pressure you onto that.
Right. I see.
And the reason why it's good to leave the camp to pressure or to defend the objective is because the objective here is closer to your towers, which means that you can retreat faster and tap and come back than the enemy team.
Right. Is in your convenience.
So yeah, if you would have delayed it, then you'd have just scouted. You would have still done the camp, except that your Morganas would have just soaked mid and kept patrolling to see if they were trying to do it. And if they were doing it, leave the camp and then just fight them. In this case, they don't seem to be pressuring your camp, so that's good. But you see here, Gina does not need to be here at all. She's missing all the soak
In the
that
bottom.
Alright got. It's gone. That's the wave of soak. That's gonna put you guys even farther behind. Right? Not everybody needs to be in that camp. Yes, the objective spawns, so she's like, oh, maybe I need to get this camp. So we can all go to the objective next. But if you
Right.
see the Alarak contesting bot, getting that soak, you need to stay there too and get that soak
Right.
until your team finally decides to pressure the enemy objective. Once that's done, then you call everyone up to defend that or to attack the objective.
Right, because even if you're still with Alaric, it was still a 4v4
Mhm.
fight, you know?
Yeah. So here it looks like you're going to pressure your objective. You guys need to start defending this right now. And then you and Jaina can try to poke them out as well to interrupt with your sleep, or Jaina with her Q. So that's good. You guys are interrupting it. Here comes the sense of the camp. The camp, actually, this is pretty good since your camp is probably gonna reach in time to stop
Yeah, like you were
it from
talking.
pushing it. Yeah, like I was talking about exactly. So the towers will shoot it, and then your camp will also be able to attack them at the same time. So this is really convenient for you guys. In this situation, you actually want to pressure them, and this will force them to have to back and clear your camp as well. That's a really good sleep. Do not grenade immediately after you land your sleep though.
Oh, okay. I was just
Because
trying to get the chance to crowd control.
yeah. When you grenade them immediately after you sleep them, you're just taking away the reason why you slept them in the first place. Because you did that, your Morganas wasn't able to engage on them since you woke them up early, and then the Jaina wasn't able to set up any abilities on them either. So yeah,
I think
that's a
she
good tip
dropped the
again.
W.
Oh well. In any case, it's best to not grenade every time you sleep afterwards. You want to sleep, you want to grenade after you see a form of CC, or literally the last second you see the sleep timer go off, and then grenade them.
Okay.
That way they get the full sleep duration.
Right.
There you go. Positioning here is very important. You want to stay around, like around there. That's good. That way
Yeah,
you
where
can
I stop,
retreat.
you have to
Mm-hmm.
like angle from the bushes, from the mud, from the actual objective, from the bottom flank.
Yep, exactly. That's really good positioning on your part. Your tank, being next to the objective, right around where the gate is really good. So that's where your tank is perfect. And your assassins just need to be in between there, to make sure to peel off anyone who's trying to flank you, or people who are trying to come forward to the tank. So yeah, this is really good positioning here on you guys. This is where it gets sketchy though. Your tank doesn't need to completely back off here to peel you because it's just the Merlin. He's not really going to be able to have any kill pressure on you. The best thing to do here is for your tank to peel the assassins instead, and then you guys just to focus your damage on the Merlin so you can make him back away. And while still having control of this objective.
Right.
Your Rextra though, he went to go get some soap. This is really dangerous to do, especially if objective is being capped and a fight's about to start. You only do this if the enemy has somebody down or you see someone back for mana or help on the enemy team.
Right, when
Then
someone,
yeah, the
they're
Rexar,
stabbing or something.
yeah, and then the Rexar can then just go soak then instead, which is good. But him going to soak while a fight's going on is actually a little bit dangerous. That's the
Like,
reason why.
let's go get this guy. They have this the cell there in Saki.
So yeah, so the reason why you guys are probably gonna lose this objective if you try to re-engage is because Rexar went to soak. Um, so we'll see what happens here.
No,
I
he
want to see
actually
you guys
came
do this
back. I
as well.
remember this moment. Gola was calling him. He wanted. I think he wanted to get the soak, but Gola, that is the tank, started calling him, saying like, "No, no, we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight. Like, come back here."
Yeah. So that's the best call. That's the best call. So being around where he is the best scenarios because he can stall them from where tank is, and you guys are able to pretty much control that area, right? In a good formation. So having the solo stay is very important. There we go. See, like right there, that's good. You are keeping them off, and then right now you guys are going to focus the Chen to make sure that he doesn't dive your backline. And at the same time, looks like Murder's running away after he Stormbolt. Murder's really not going to be able to do anything here since
Right,
you're gonna keep the Jaina up anyways.
right,
She's not being hit by any hardcore damage. So what
right,
happening here is good. Your tank is peeling the damage away. The Murder shouldn't even be there. He should be on the other
right.
side.
I
Get
think
the
that's the reason they
damage.
lost that team fight. Is because the
Mhm.
Murin there. I think we're trying to do a kind of coordination dive flank. Because if you see the positioning of the Shen,
Mhm.
even a good angle to dive the same target with Muradin, which will be the backline, and that will be the situation where we're gonna use all my darts that we were talking about earlier to
Yeah.
don't let that happen. But I think the plan kind of didn't work. You'll
Yeah.
see.
So yeah, Murden is kind of trolling from being there, so he needs to do his team. That way they can pressure the tank off. Usually what you want to do and during this objective phase is you want to pressure the tank off from peeling anything at all. So right here, I think that's a mistake there. You guys shouldn't, the tank shouldn't have come back to try to peel that off since you already had Rexar. So
Hmm.
that's okay. So yeah, the murder is just trying to distract you guys now at this point, and the best thing to do is don't let him do that. Just sleep him, hit some damage on him. He's not gonna kill anybody at all, and it's a murder, so he can jump out. It's gonna be hard to kill him, but it's still possible. But it's best to just take control of the objective. Like I said, get that formation. Let the tank be there, be between the assassins, and then let the solo be around for peeling and also engaging.
Keep it up.
Okay, so you guys were brawling there a little bit. The fights didn't really go as well since you guys were trying to focus different targets.
Yeah, I
And
feel
that's
like
okay.
we didn't get that much value from killing the Muradin in that moment.
Hmm. Yeah. So at this point, that murdering kill really wasn't even worth it. It's probably better to just stall and get the objective in the first place. But that's okay. I think you guys just go back to soaking at this point, and then you guys go get the camp again.
Yeah, Magnus was calling because he wanted to tap. So I guess they just played for a little bit to get so well waiting for him.
Mhm. This is bad. Try to never fight around this area because there's nothing there to really get. The most value fights you'll get is in middle because there's soak, and then around your towers and around this camp because your objective is there.
Oh, I see.
So in this fight, it really doesn't mean anything, and plus your Rexar is really isn't there, and he's low. So you guys aren't really looking for an engagement here. You guys kind of wanted to back up, do a camp, or get some soak. This fight is just absolutely meaningless. And if they downtrade you guys, then you guys are going to be in even more trouble.
Right.
Guys, that's the thing. On this side of the map, it's more open for you guys, so it's easier to defend in a way. As
Mhm.
aside from them, it's harder for them to defend because they have to fight it within a choke point.
Yeah, it's more. It's just like a straight line,
Mhm.
and then the other one that is ours right now
Yeah.
is like a circle.
Yeah, so it's a circle, yeah. So there's a bush here, then an open little choke here, and then they can come from all three places if they want to.
Mm.
While yours is only up here, and they have to defend this choke point. So it's definitely your advantage to go attack theirs. And obviously on the other one, it's the opposite. You guys have the choke point on the one below you guys, and they have more open area. That's good. You guys hit an Elric bottom, right? You guys are hitting XP, so you can kind of give that up. Then you can start this fight since you also see oh, you don't see the false in. Um, but yeah, that's pretty good to start this. You kind of want to call your Rexer over to. Oh, but he's fighting the Chin, so that's perfect. This is basically, in your mind, probably going to be a 4v3. But since you don't see the false set here and he's not there anyways, this is technically a 4v2. So catching a kill here is good to pressure this camp.
Right, he
So you
probably
guys
was doing the
probably
camp or something.
so you guys probably do end up getting this. So you're abusing the fact that Rek is bottom, and then your Rexer is keeping the Chin busy. While you're ahead on the XP, because you guys got that camp. You got it earlier than they did, so you're gonna prioritize the fact that the camp is pushing too. So this is really good engagement on you guys to try to get the objective again. So here, yeah, there we go. So to say, you're probably not gonna kill that Murden again. He's about to jump out probably. So as soon as you can, just start channeling the objective and do that. Yeah, like the Jaina probably shouldn't have done that. She should have just kept channeling, and the objective should have been casted now. There we go. So, what are the most important lanes to push in this game, especially on
this map, I'm kind of. I mean, I feel like all the lanes have different tactical values. Of course, the top and the bottom because it's boss lane. But I think in the mid lane it gives you a lot of control in the objective because if you don't have the center 4, they're gonna come to defend the objective only from one side. It's not that expected. They come because they wouldn't have a 4 that would protect them.
So let me tell you a tip. The most important game, or lane I meant, in the early game is middle. The reason why is because the no camp actually gets a lot more value than the bosses do in the early game.
Oh, of course, because it's the only
So,
one camp and it's going only mid
mhm,
lane.
exactly. So that's important to get. The middle lane is very important because once you get that fort, then the enemy is going to be susceptible of pressuring your keep once you get the no camp. But if you get the no camp while an objective is going, they're probably going to lose a keep wall and can possibly even lose a keep if they don't attend to it. So that's why it's more important because the no camp actually pushes even harder than the boss does early game, believe it or not. In
Right.
the late game,
It,
in the later games, since everyone's damage is now spiked up higher,
mhm.
the no camps are going to be easier to clear, right? So they're not going to be as much value anymore as the bosses, since the bosses' health scale a lot higher. So then after that, then you guys want to go for the top lane or the bot lane when you get the objective for the boss lanes.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So middle camp, it's really important for the team to push middle first, as a 3-man and try to get that keep down. That way, when you get the no camp in the middle, it has the possibility of pushing down the keep gate or even the keep itself while an objective is going.
So do you recommend like the first objective, like for example, this one that we just won is like a stack as 5 and just push hard mid?
No, I wouldn't say that because you still want to get the soak. I would just suggest having the 3-man push middle or even have a 4-man. Like, give up the soak on bottom if you're ahead, and have the Jaina come with you guys and push mid, and then have the Rexar keep soaking top. Or if you have a hero that can rotate between lanes and do that. But either have the Jaina stay bottom or come with you guys. Either works. Either or works.
Right.
But the main key here is you want to try to get the mid forward.
Right. Okay. It's something like a little bit like a spider queen because you can't control the vision of the rotations if you take the mid forward and look for sleeping.
So you guys got top lane. That's good too. That's a good scenario. And then you guys get boss. That's also really good to do as well. So if you guys want to get any other lane as well, like I said, all the lanes are almost equal in this map. Although mid lane is a little bit more valuable than the other lanes. But like if you do this where you take a lane on top or bot, taking the boss here then too also helps as well. So this is also another strat you guys can do, which is the one you guys execute, which is good as well.
I Yeah, I think this happened. I mean, I think you're completely right in your suggestions. This thing only worked is because the enemy team didn't want to defend the top properly. They left Chen
Hmm.
all alone, try to defend against three. If
Yeah.
they actually were more persons that defend the top, we might not even get the four, or even, of course, even less try to get the boss. But I think we
Hmm.
were able to do this crazy thing was because the enemy team just literally give off the top.
Yeah, which honestly sometimes you have to do it as well, um, because you have to defend the other lanes. Sometimes you just have to do it no matter what. Because right now, what's Falstad doing? He's getting a lot of value down there, so he is trying to outsoak everything you guys did, which isn't bad at all. So the fact that pushing top or bot lane will allow you to do this as well, which is really good. So like I said, it's either or. You choose which one you guys want to do. Um, but if they have an enemy that is able to like soak and push hard, then it's gonna be a lot harder for you guys to be able to beat even XP because yes, taking this boss is good, right? But the boss is probably gonna get the same amount of value that you guys did on that fort while you guys were doing that boss at the same time.
Right.
But the boss call isn't bad either. You guys get the boss, right? Since the fort is pushed down, is the boss is probably gonna get maybe the gate at most, or the wall.
Yeah, probably
And
it's the
then
wall.
and then you guys just go on from there. So this isn't bad either. So
I guess it's just
the
for
thing
like
is,
the meaning of the
mhm,
map, control of the map. Because
yeah,
if you get the bus, you will be available to do whatever else you want in the map.
yeah. The thing is, though, you do have to send someone to contest whoever's pushing bots. So probably Jaina or Rexra to contest the Foster from trying to outsoak everything you guys did.
Yeah, I
So yeah,
think
sending
Rexar should
everyone to
stay
the
in the bottom.
boss
Yeah.
is not that good. Like 5 people are up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
1 second.
it's okay. It's all good. Like I was saying, you see them. You saw the Falstad bottom,
Mhm.
and you know for a fact that he probably won't fly up top because he's just trying to get that fort.
Mhm.
So you don't send everybody to the boss. You can just
Right.
send four of people and then have the Rexar try to contest the Falstad from
Right.
trying to push hard or the Jaina, right?
Yeah,
So
but
that's good
don't give
too.
him that that much freedom.
What the enemy team should have done here is know for a fact that they don't see you on the map, so they're most likely taking a boss, and then they should have started bottom boss right now because they don't
Right.
see you guys on the map for like a solid 30 seconds. So we know for a fact, oh,
They're
they're
doing
doing
boss.
boss.
Yes.
So we're like, all right, let's do bottom boss then. And yeah, it's a mistake from them trying to go top to try to contest you guys, because assume is what's going to happen, and they're just going to be very late, and they won't be able to make it. So this is really lucky for you guys. And honestly, in this scenario, you just guys go for the bottom boss. And that's it.
Yeah, I think we did that. I think we did bottom boss. We ignored
But
them
yeah.
because they were trying to show up, but they did it late,
Mhm.
and we just ignored them and went right away to bottom.
Correct. So yeah, you guys were able to get this boss because you guys pushed that fort down, and then you forced the other teams to defend the other lanes, which is really good. Like I said, the middle fort strat thing, it's only good too. Like if you want to do it with your teammates, in my opinion, either or works perfectly. It's just that the middle fort is a little bit more valuable than the others in the early game, like around level 12 to 16 and stuff like that, right? So what you guys did wasn't even bad at all. It's just that it's still viable. Although I do think middle is just a little bit more valuable. That's all there is to it.
Mhm.
There's nothing bad on whatever you guys did. What you guys did was fantastic too.
I
Just
think it's
kind of
good.
wanted somebody, just kind of wanted somebody to go back and contest a false stat quite a while ago. So you guys don't, so you don't let them catch up and soak pretty much.
Right.
But yeah, they made a huge mistake though. They shouldn't have gone up because they should have known that you were doing it. They should have done bot boss instead.
Yeah,
And
especially
you
because
guys.
Fasta was pushed and he
Mhm,
had the vision control in there.
mhm.
Yeah.
And since they went up top, you guys just go bot and get that boss yourselves. And yeah, let that boss push, and you guys just go straight bottom and do that. In this case, you can also send someone to soak as well.
Yeah, I remember I was saying during that, I was saying in the commentary, like, if you want to get the minion in the way, just tell Jaina to drop her skill shots, mom back
Mhm.
up, and just keep going. Don't leave one person behind like that.
Okay, so this wasn't necessary. What your Jaina did is she went back to try to clear a wave. Rexar is there, so he does a little bit. Wait, what town did he get on level 1? Let me see. Okay, so in this case, let's just have the Rexar clear the wave and then have your Jaina immediately put damage on the boss. Because right now, you
Mhm.
want immediate damage on the boss in case their clear is fast and then they start doing it themselves. Right now, the enemy team is trolling because they need to send at least 2 people to defend that boss. Because that's gonna push down the entire wall, I'm assuming. But your tank there needs to be careful too. He needs to see if the entire enemy team is on the boss, and if not, he needs to be wary of okay, the team isn't all on the boss, so they could be anywhere at any time. Therefore, where he is right now is dangerous. He could have gotten caught and he could have died.
Yeah. But it's Morgana has to sleep out.
Hmm. But yeah, like right here, right now, the enemy team is probably gonna look at you right now. You know for a fact that they're coming. So
Yeah.
you wanted that damage immediately on the boss. Have the Rexar soak what happened there because they had a little bit of a wave pushed up. The Jaina didn't declare that. Having Rexar clear was just fine and put Jaina on the boss immediately.
You know, I thought that it was because if you see the timing they will take you from the mid lane to the far bottom lane and get the boss, you probably will have your cooldowns back up in like 2 seconds. So that's why I thought that way. Just thinking to move efficiently in the cooldowns, like while you're moving towards the boss, you're getting your cooldowns back
Correct.
up.
So, so you did end up getting I in this game, huh? So here, you guys want to call your Rexar. The Morganas want to start backing up. Where the Morganas went is kind of dangerous because he wants to stay near you guys.
Mm.
So he life bombs that and he jumps. Did he hit anybody?
Yeah, he hit. I think he hit me. Oh no,
No, he didn't hit
he
anybody.
didn't. Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
I
but
thought that his theory touch our hitboxes.
Your Morgana should have been there though. Would have been easier for him to peel. Even though he would have been stunned, you could have cleansed him out of the stun anyways. That way, he doesn't put pressure on your backline. Here, he gets. Hey, wait, what is that?
Morganis.
Oh, never mind. That was just a weird animation. Never mind. Okay, that's okay. Now where he is now, he's able to peel everybody off from anybody, which is really nice. Let's use that because there's Ring of Frost. The Jaina needs to use Ring after the Morgana sleep. That's probably preferably the best thing to do.
After the Morganis, what?
After the Morgana sleeps, so the Morgana is able to set up a really
Oh
good sleep,
yeah.
and then Jaina sleeps off from that. It's gonna be your main setup. So basically, Morganis, he stuns, sleeps, Jaina ring, and then Rainer and you put all the damage on there, and then you go on from there. So this is pretty good. You guys are able to get a few of them, and then the Merlin should die. Then you guys need to focus on to the Alaric, and he should die while Morganis is messing with their backline, which is nice. That should be 2 kills here. Morganis. Okay, there we go. That's
Their
really
false
good.
set troll me
Morganis is
really
pressuring.
bad.
So you need to be peeling off that Rainer now. Probably the Rexar's job to do. And then you need to focus your healing on the Rainer because he's being attacked by the Chen.
I was trying to save Jaina in that moment.
Yeah. As soon as you saw the Chen jump in, you need to focus your healing onto the Rainer. Because it was his target. He jumped onto him. As soon as you see that, immediately focus your healing on the Rainer.
But Rainer was aside of me.
Hey, was he?
Yeah, you're confusing Rainer with Jaina. That's
Oh,
what.
yeah. I'm sorry. I meant Jaina. My bad.
Yeah, I tried to save her, but I actually, honestly, I missed one Q. And I think that's the sadly Q that you think they might do the difference.
So this happened.
Yeah,
Morgana
Rainer, yeah, he stays with me, and I don't know why Jaina's got in there. I don't remember how she got in that position.
She wanted to ring. She ended up ringing because she wanted to follow the Morgana sleep. So see right there. But the thing is, she ring before the sleep. She needs to wait for the sleep to happen and then ring. And then Rainer to not pop his ultimate. He needs to wait for the Jaina ring to go off so Rainer doesn't wake up any targets. So after that, there you go. Now Rainer and Jaina are going to put the damage in while Morganis keeps the backline busy with his ult. There we go. And then the Chen is going to ult right now, and then she got gutted.
I see. That's how
Okay.
Jaina announced over there because of the tunnel.
You want to focus on your Jaina because first of all, she is the lowest health target right now.
Yes,
And
that's
she's the one
what's
that's more
trying.
far up. So everything right now, ever since you saw that gust and you saw the Jaina's health, you focus your healing on her immediately. She starts walking up, which is kind of unfortunate. She needs to start walking a little bit back towards you.
Yeah.
There's nothing for her to get.
Yeah.
Since the Chen ulted, as soon as she saw the Chen ult, she needed to back off.
She's just like, oh my freaking god.
Yeah. So there's nothing else there. So
yeah, I was trying to hit her, I remember, but Chen burned her down. She should try to back up. I don't know. Let me see her cooldowns. Let me click on her. I don't know what she was doing. She was pretty much in cold, and she will have almost her cone. Maybe her cone could help her to slow the hand and I don't know, get a bit more distance. I don't know.
So walking up was kind of her mistake, but yeah, as soon as you saw the channel, you needed to pop your healing on her, since she was the lowest health target, and she needed to back up.
See, that was the heal. I dropped the heal. You can tell I missed it. I saw him move it towards that direction, but I don't know if she was slow or something, but I miscalculated and I missed it.
Well, again, there's a good here trying to peel, and she's just gonna get away, but you guys still get the camp, right? No, they took the camp. Yeah, the Rainer, that's dangerous for him to do that since the Morgana's is nearby.
I went to watch for my guy to make sure he wouldn't die.
That's really good sleep right there. Then Rexar went to clear a camp, which is nice too. As soon as that happened, that you guys were low and you guys decided to disengage, Rexar went to clear a camp, so that was really good. At this point, you guys can also go clear your camp or get your camp, or you guys can heal up, tap, and go back to get the camp since they have 2 dead.
Right.
Which, in my opinion, I think that's what you guys should have done right now. You guys should have went back to the camp and tried to cap it.
Right, because you still have 5 seconds.
You guys still have 4. Yeah, exactly. You guys have 4 people up, and you guys can still pressure this because there's only 3 of them.
Yeah, that's true. Because even if they get up in 5 seconds, it will take them about 8, 7 seconds, maybe even 10 to get there.
Yeah. And then getting your camp isn't a bad idea either. If you guys wanted to wait for an engagement with your Jaina, that's fine too. Just get the camp and make sure you guys stall their side of the camp. I'm an objective. Their side of the objective. So I get the camp, just regroup. In my opinion, I wouldn't even let them try to cap that. I would have just defended. Like I said, pressuring them on their camp would have disallowed them from even trying to get your camp or your objective. I had to keep calling it camp because that's what it's called in the goddamn game. So
yeah, most of them move caps and stuff like that were led by Gola. The few times I was just getting, it was just like giving him suggestions. Like, do you think we could do it? You know, things like that.
That's okay. The thing is, you don't want to give up this objective, so you guys want to really have the Rexer come down again and try to contest it. Since you guys are still at equal levels and it's close to your side, you guys still have a tap there, so you guys can retreat to that if needed. So Rexer's going for a flank, and that's not bad since the positioning here is in your favor. And you guys focus all your damage on the Chen, it looks like. Yeah, it's always good for the Jaina to wait using her abilities until the enemy, one of your teammates stuns and she follows up, which she did with the Rexer, which was really nice. And she almost got the Foster kill because of that. Ooh, that light bomb. Just cleanse that if you can. Then you stun the Chen out. He missed the stun, doesn't matter. That's okay. And then Foster should have done that a lot earlier to save the Chen.
Yeah, I think he could. Well, yeah, the tunnel, yes, he could save him. But the healer would not because I dropped him the grenade.
So here, you guys just run them down. You guys are full health. Morganis goes in there. Rexer goes in there. I'm pretty sure this should be a wipe at this point. Yep. Gets a double stun. The Rainer should have focused on the assassins. Your Rexer should have communicated that he's stunned too. And your assassin should have focused on their assassins. Their murder is really not going to do anything to you guys. So those should have been 2 kills right there. You guys end up focusing the Murden instead. And I see you guys are also trying to get the cap, but I feel like you could have let it
Yeah,
go a
just
little
finish the
bit
kill
just
and
to get the
yeah.
kills and then come back to it. But like I said, it's all in the heat of the moment, so either or is good anyways. There we go. Good kill, and the Murden ends up sacrificing his life instead. Which is also not a bad trade-off.
Yeah, he was just sacrificing to the stall for not let us to cap it.
Like I said, what I'm saying here aren't like what you guys are doing wrong. I'm just saying suggestions that could have been a lot better than what were made.
Right.
Okay, so that's dangerous. What your tank and assassin did there. The objective, they ended up getting it, right? And then they start pursuing. They start pursuing the enemy, and that's a 2v3. They're under their tower, which is a little bit dangerous. I know you guys had a camp there, but still, I think there's some miscommunication there since you guys didn't come with them either. So that's a little bit dangerous for them to do. Either you go with them or they go with you. That's how it is. But yeah, well, that's another of the camp. What was good too is you could have just let one try to cap it, and then focus your damage on the assassins because they're probably going to get the camp anyway since the timer itself was low. I mean, it was already about to get capped.
Right.
But yeah, honestly, what happened here isn't bad. You guys got 2 kills, and then you just clean up the camp and the objectives. I keep calling it camp. I don't know why. Sorry.
Well, it's because the actual announcement of the game called it a camp.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
It's a little bit dangerous, but you guys honestly just back off, let the Rextras clear bottom lane. You guys clear mid and rotate up top. This should be a free easy clear. Don't be afraid to step up as forward to the camp like that. That's good. You know, Murd instead, Chen just came up, so they're not really going to pressure you as much. Just clear the camp and then go top. Have Rextra play safe, back up to the fort, and then you guys should be okay. You guys end up going bottom though. And the reason because of that is because they're really running that Rextra down. Holy crap. This needs to be punished, so that's good that you guys actually went there. It sucks that Rextra got caught. He should have backed off a lot more though.
Right.
As soon as he saw the
dive, yeah, the heroic.
Chen dive in, yeah. As soon as he saw 3 there, he needed to just like completely back off.
Yeah, I tried to use the snipe to save him, but it was too late. So the Alaric displacement made me lose one of the shot.
Although they overcommitted a lot too here. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, the grenade almost fell her.
You guys actually almost ended up killing them. If you guys had if you guys would have focused a lot better, then maybe you guys would have killed them. What was used here? And then the Hyperion was used. You guys used a ring. Like I said, I think the main combo is just have them Morgana sleep, let the Jaina ring, and then use everything there. Because the ring setup is just absolutely amazing with Morgana's Ana. That's okay though, you guys don't end up losing much anyway.
Yeah, in that objective we actually didn't lose almost nothing.
You guys end up getting the camp, that's good. They're probably gonna get a boss here. In this case, he took Gus. He kind of don't really want to contest that. Would have been probably the better scenario, as you guys would probably gone soak or just push middle out.
Sometimes I still feel that.
But if you guys end up contesting that, then you guys are nuts. Since you don't have a Jaina either. It's going to be very difficult with the Jaina, and then the false sign has a Gus, so they have the tools to actually just...
Actually, don't remember what happened. Oh, I know, yeah, it goes out.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's exactly what you kind of want to prevent from happening. So honestly, the best call is let him have the boss. Push middle with your camp, take that forward out, and then have someone step bot, and then have the four of you guys once you're up defend that boss.
Right, that
And by
boss will
doing
just
that,
take like
and by
the top
uh
4 and not much
yeah,
part of the keep, at
and
least like the front wall.
by doing that, your enemies have to choose to push for the boss or have to defend the keep. Because if you guys took that mid fort down, that camp would have honestly been able to damage the keep quite a bit. It would have taken down the wall and probably some of the keep with
Right,
that camp alone. So doing this, you kind of forced the situation that was favorable to the enemy. So at this point, like I said, if you did what I suggested, they have to choose push with boss or defend their keep.
right.
And here, you guys are probably going to have to now defend the boss with them pushing at it at the same time. So you don't take active reload.
What?
You take sharpshooter and with
Oh,
mana.
the stacks?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sometimes I take the stacks.
Okay.
Because I wasn't actually basic attacking to actually get the stacks from my basic attacks. For the same
Here's
reason
the
that I was
thing.
keeping the distance.
Active reload is a big game saver.
The one that is
Yeah.
active?
Exactly. The reason is because it gives Anna her main weakness at level 16, which is burst healing. Um, Active reload just saves many people in situations. Mainly use it on your tank, which is good, or anyone who gets dove in the back. The reason why it's really good is because it's literally like an ancestral healing. You grenade someone, you press one, and then
Tac,
you
tac,
spam
tac,
heal on
yes.
them, and then their health literally is up 60% again. Anyway, it's gonna go back.
Okay, yeah.
So another raw ring. Got lucky that I got the Chen. I didn't get the Alan rank. Like I said, she needs to wait for the ring. She needs to wait for the Morganas to be able to sleep, and then you ring. Right. So here the Alaric is punishing your Jaina and yourself for being a little bit too forward. So with Anna here in the situation, trying to be too upfront to them. Want to try to be a little bit more in the back. And then cancel your
Yeah, I remember. I knew I
trade.
was dead in that moment, and actually was Rainer that saved me with a Q because Shane was about to kill me, and I didn't die because of
Yeah.
Rainer.
So watch out your positioning. Be more in the back, especially when they're pushing like a forward with a boss. You kind of want to be like way in the back.
Yeah, I
Not way in the back, I meant. You want to be like around your team still, but still be in the back. So
right
the
in the
front
back
line
line.
doesn't get to you and the other doesn't pull you out.
Yeah, I was aware of that mistake of mine. I'm trying to do that. What do you say? But in that
Position?
moment, I don't. Yeah, the position, especially with that with Anna, is really really important because you need also the angles of your Q. You know, so I constantly like in a kind of circles around my team, but it's still in the back, but not like far. So I don't know why, but I got distracted in that moment. I don't know why I let myself get that exposed, and actually thanks Rainer, like completely, dude, you just saved my ass so good, you know, that good, because I was going to die.
So yeah, basically how team fight should go here is this. Sleep, then Jaina Ring of Frost, and then Rainer ults, your grenade, debilitating dart, and then Rexar does whatever he does, right? Then that would be the perfect setup for you guys. That is definitely how team fights want to go. They did a pretty good job here. It got a little bit scary though, since they almost ran you guys over. But the peeling for the Morganas was really good, as well as the Rexar. And then you also stayed your distance as well, and the assassins that put
Yeah,
and punish the Murden from like trying to get to you guys as well.
I was
It's
about to
really good.
get back in position so that I can actually start to heal them back up.
Mhm.
I remember I was calling to do the objective. You can tell.
Yeah. So yeah, at this point, yeah, I was to say just do the objective. We'll have Rexar clear you guys to do the objective. Yeah, there's actually one thing that some people don't realize, but in the late game, right? Doing the objective is very important. Even leaving two people behind to do something else is really, really risky. Um, let's say you killed the Merlin, right?
Right.
And then you guys went to the objective. If you have someone leave, it's also still very dangerous because first of all, they have the little minions to attack you, and they do quite a bit of damage, right? But
Mhm.
the way the objective is positioned, it's really difficult for you guys to engage a 4v4 even to try to get the objective. So it's always best to have the advantage in the one person more to be able to secure that objective.
Right.
So right here, this is pretty good. Morganis was able to get a sleep off, which is nice. Then the assassins followed up. This is basically a 3v2 because you're not really in range yet. And this should probably almost be a kill. And if it's not, that's fine. Then after they get away, you just back up and keep defending the objective. Don't chase into that. Yep. I was gonna see that happen. I totally saw that was gonna happen. Anyways, at that point, once you chase them off, just go back to the objective because you don't want yourselves to get caught out, and then you don't want your Rexar to somehow get caught out too somehow, right?
Right.
Because it's always dangerous. It's always dangerous. So in my opinion, I always like to group on the objective and always stay as a formation to make sure we capture it. So the enemy minions don't capture the camp again, or the objective, or the enemy team punishes your mistakes for overchasing.
Right.
So yeah, this is good. You just go back to the objective. Everybody, just go back to the Rexar and then restart from there. There we go. That's perfect. That's really good. And you guys just need to stay around there and make sure that they don't punish you guys from overextending. Ultra's a very tricky map. It really is. And basically, you just guys have to learn how to stay as a group, pretty much.
Yeah.
Especially on this map. I feel like in this map, if you don't end up being as a group, then you just end up losing because you get punished a lot for letting the objective get capped for free by the enemy.
Oh, by the
little
minions.
Yeah. As the chat is trying for a flang, the good thing the bear is also looking at it, so Rainer won't get absolutely ganked.
Ooh, Alaric
Um,
tried the gank, but it did fail.
Yeah. Again, the positioning here is pretty good. I like where Morganis is. I really do. He has protection. He's able to get to anywhere, wherever he wants, near you guys or to engage on the enemy. The Rainer, though, he needs to start backing up to you guys more. So in case you guys find an overextension on the enemy, you guys can capitalize on it. And get
I
the
didn't
kill.
realize the Rainer was chasing Chen.
Yeah, so Rainer shouldn't really chase Shanna. That can't happen. He's not gonna kill him. He can draw him off a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. But mainly what you're gonna try to look for is a kill secure here. Punish a mistake. For example, Morganis could probably stun out the Alaric for being this far out, right?
Right,
Punish
and
it.
fail
And then the Rainer should have been able to put his damage on it and kill him. But in this case, if that was to happen, he probably wouldn't die because Rainer's not there to put damage on him.
Oh, I see what they wanted to do. They wanted to do the combo of Alarak, and then after everyone is in silence, then light bomb. But they they couldn't kind of make the thing work. I think they're trying to do such. The reason they lost this match is because they were trying to do such a complex execution, and do things like that is really hard to do if you don't really pro.
Correct. So here you want to try to grenade immediately as soon as you saw that Jaina get pulled in.
There you go.
There you go.
I hear you. Yeah, she
Another
said that she
raw
was there,
ring.
but she wasn't.
Like, she needs to be careful with these rings.
I think she
I don't think
panicked
it had
ring because she
anybody.
thought that she will die.
Yeah.
I guess she didn't want to die with her eye up.
Yeah, that's really good. Really good damage on the false stat. They got punished. He got punished for being so overextended. That's a good sleep.
See, I've been healing them with my 10 stacks all the time, and she was like a second ago, like about to die, and she solved back up.
That's good still, but okay. And then no damage on the chin. The Outright is probably. I don't think you guys can punish that. The tanks aren't in range. Probably just punish the Murren and the Chen from being overextended here by stun. And the Chen should die. Perfect, beautiful. Yeah, there we go. That's what I like to see.
That's what we all like to see.
That was really well executed by your tanks and your DPS. And then you did a good job keeping them up with your heals. So that's good. There we go. Like that. You play that. You honestly played this game really well with Anna. You just had a little bit of missteps here and there on your positioning, and then again, the calls on what to do, like
Mm.
during the boss and all that. Just a little bit of mistakes here and there. Overall, this game, you guys played it pretty well.